everyone, and welcome back to Moving Right Along, a Muppet movie podcast brought to you by toughpigs.com. This is the podcast where we watch Muppets From Space 2 minutes at a time and talk about it a lot. I'm your host, Anthony Strand.
And I'm your other host, Ryan Rowe, and I am ready to play a game of F. Murray Abraham.
Oh, no! We're playing F. Murray Abraham. But to play, we are joined by one of my favorite guests. Who are you? Who is it?
It's F. Murray Abraham here.
Whoa.
You guys.
Sound so much like
Hi. I sound just like him.
Do you have it?
Do you have it?
Um.
Hi, I'm Roz Strand.
Oh, yeah.
Nice to be here.
Hey, I loved you in Grand Budapest Hotel.
Mm.
Yeah. What are we doing? We're talking about Muppets from Space. Thanks for coming, Roz.
Yeah, it was a nice trip down to the basement.
Mm-hmm. And in these minutes, Gonzo is denied admittance to Noah's Ark, and then he knocks Rizzo out of their bedroom window.
Which is exactly why I'm here.
Because he knocked me out of our bedroom window?
Yes, several times.
Is that why?
Wow.
That has never happened. That I remember.
No.
That would have made a great story.
Straight up touch the ground because our bedroom window is very
on the first floor.
On the first floor.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's true. Yeah. So anyways, that's what's happening here. It's minutes 3 and 4. We start with Gonzo. We left last time with Gonzo about to approach the door of Noah's Ark. And we start here with Gonzo saying, gee, Mr. Noah, sir, I'm going to come too. And it just struck me watching this today for the first time, how hesitant Gonzo is being.
Yeah.
Like, they have turned him into Bob Cratchit for this dream.
Oh, no.
Right? Like, he's doing the same, like, Steve Whitmire, Kermit,
Yeah, well, we're going to learn in a minute that he's had this dream before. So I think he kind of already knows how it's going to go. So he's not optimistic about his chances of getting on the Ark.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing.
Well, this whole, Gonzo is usually just like very self-accepting. He's very confident for no good reason at all. He's just, just bombastic and Bombay, India bound. And he's always been confident.
Yeah.
And so to even see him, it kind of shows you that he's like, first he runs into F. Murray Abraham.
Yeah.
Like he physically runs into him. Like, of course I'm going to get on the boat. And so not being able to get on the boat immediately, I think just kind of knocks out his confidence. And it's just like, wait, I'm supposed to get on, right, sir? What do I call people that I'm not performing for?
Yeah. No, sure, I get it.
Yeah.
No, and also it's a dream. So like, it's fine for him to not be confident in his anxiety dream.
Yeah, true. Although it is an interesting point that Gonzo is not confident in himself in this movie. In fact, one might say that is a flawed premise for a Muppet movie to begin with.
I kind of think of this movie as a Muppet midlife crisis movie.
Sure, yeah.
It's
For
like
sure.
Instead of, dyeing his hair blonde from blue and buying a convertible, he tries to get on Noah's Ark.
And buys a lawnmower.
And buys a lawnmower.
But so Noah's about to get right in his face. But we should talk about who plays Noah, because we nodded towards him earlier.
Yes.
This morning, at the start of the episode is what I meant. I don't know what time.
So long, such a long day.
But
morning, noon, and night. It's F. Murray Abraham,
yes,
guys.
Yeah, that's right.
You can watch him in the morning, watch him in the evening, watch him at separate times. When F. Murray's on a podcast, you can listen to F. Murray anytime.
Okay.
I got there.
You did.
Aren't you proud of me? I'm so proud of me.
I'm very proud of you. Yeah, so Ryan, who is F. Murray Abraham?
Who is F. Murray Abraham? He's an actor who's been around kind of forever. Just he probably is best known for playing Salieri in Amadeus, a movie which I just saw for the first time this year, finally.
Oh man, what'd you think?
And it's great, and he's great in it.
Yeah, that's my favorite Best Picture winner of all time.
Yeah, I remember that about you. Yeah.
I think it's such a delight, and he's wonderful, and he won Best Actor at the Oscars. Like, I don't know if you said Best Actor, but he did.
Right.
People sometimes misremember that as being Best Supporting Actor win because the movie's called Amadeus.
Oh, yeah. I guess that could have kind of gone either way.
Right. Although I would say he is actually the lead character of the movie.
It's kind of told from his point of view. Yeah.
Yeah, we start with him and we see everything from his point of view.
Yeah.
I don't know if listeners, if you haven't seen Amadeus, it's great.
Oh yeah, I recommend it.
As far as movies from 1984 go, it's right up there with Muppets Take Manhattan.
I recommend the theater cut, though.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, I think I might have seen the longer cut. Okay. A friend's Blu-ray copy, but it was, I didn't have any problems with it. It didn't feel too long.
Yeah, and
no, it's not that much of a length thing. It's much more of like actual characters seem different with missing scenes.
Huh,
yeah,
okay.
If and when you see the theatrical version, you will notice that everything they added is unnecessary.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's so much tighter, and it's like Roz said, one specific character motivation gets real muddled. Anyways, whatever. Okay. We don't need to. I wish we were doing Amadeus 2 minutes at a time.
not this season, but yeah, he's just one of these guys. He won the Oscar and then didn't really become a big star, but he kind of just pops up in everything. People will probably recognize him from the most recent season of The White Lotus.
Mm-hmm. And I mentioned Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah.
He plays Jude Law as an old man.
Oh, yeah.
And he's also in other things that are not about luxury hotels.
Right, true. A few things.
Such as, it's funny though, because the other thing besides Amadeus that I always think of him from is Star Trek Insurrection.
Oh,
he's
okay.
He's the main villain. And I think those two roles kind of sum up his career because he's either in like prestige projects or low rent junk.
Right. Well, yeah, on his Wikipedia page, there's a paragraph that says his relatively low profile film career subsequent to his Academy Award win has been considered an example of the Oscar jinx. According to film critic Leonard Maltin, professional failure following an early success is referred to in Hollywood circles as the F. Murray Abraham syndrome.
Oh!
Although I've never heard that before. But then it also says Abraham rejected this notion and told Maltin, "The Oscar is the single most important event of my career. I have dined with kings, shared equal billing with my idols, lectured at Harvard and Columbia. If this is a jinx, I'll take two."
We should also note that one of those cursed projects is that he's the villain in the all new Adventures of a Laurel and Hardy movie, starring Bronson Pinchot and Gilliard Tertain.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, he's the villain. Like that's what I mean. It's like that's around the same time. I think that might be the same year as Muppets from Space. In fact,
I kind of think of him the same way I think about Terrence Stamp, where they pop up so often and they're always good, but they're just not big stars, but they're great at what they do.
Right. Well, and he's also in the late 80s sci-fi movie Slipstream.
Okay.
Which Ben Kingsley is also in.
Oh.
And that's the only time.
Are they allowed to be together?
I was going to say that's the only time they've ever been in the same movie, because otherwise they're cast in the same role.
Right, sure.
Honestly, if it weren't for Amadeus, I would think that every time F. Murray Abraham is there, it's actually Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, right.
Huh.
And until I was told, I thought that Noah was played by Ben Kingsley.
That makes sense.
Oh, wow, okay.
I get it.
I don't know. It's a type.
We should also note, I think this is not fun or funny, but he was kicked off of the Apple TV show Mythic Quest for inappropriate behavior.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
8 years ago.
Great. Another Hollywood creep.
Right. Well, it seems to be a case of like old man thinks sexist jokes are funny and doesn't realize that the standards have changed.
Right.
You know?
Which doesn't excuse
not
but
to excuse him, exactly.
Yeah.
But I do want to make sure we mention that because someone will if we don't, and they should.
Yes. No, and that's it. We should be mentioning this stuff. On the DVD commentary, Gonzo refers to him as F. I guess he's on a first initial basis. And he says he met F's entire family. They're all consonants except for his cousin Y, who's sometimes a vowel. That was pretty good.
That's the kind of joke I'm here for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
Much better.
So anyways, in the movie then, Noah says, "What are you anyway?" And Gonzo, again muttering, says, "Oh, good question. Now, technically speaking, let's say, put me down as a whatever," which is that delivery is the most Gonzo has ever reminded me of Boober Fraggle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like I feel like Dave's cadence is largely Boober in that moment.
Yeah, Boober, who is much more frequently uncertain about things than Gonzo typically is.
Exactly.
I also noticed that like his eyes don't change that much during this scene.
His eyelids aren't going up and down.
Yeah, so all of it's with Dave Goelz and his voice.
Yeah.
Like the stammer and the muttering and the phrasing of it, because I would think that his eyes would like fly open aghast whenever he's like, whatever.
Sure,
like a question, but they don't. He's just like, yeah, I think I'm a whatever. Not sure.
Yeah, he's insecure. He's nervous.
Yeah.
Right. And Noah also doesn't even get it because he says, "What do you mean? What is your species?" Which is why they got F. Murray Abraham.
Oh yeah.
So you think that they like lined F. Murray Abraham up, Ben Kingsley? Who else would have gone in that group and just asked him to say species as adamantly as possible?
Brian Cox, maybe.
Okay.
Around this time they probably wanted Anthony Hopkins. If we're being honest. They started at Anthony Hopkins and ended up at F. Murray Abraham. They just went backwards through the best actor winners.
Yeah, I don't think any of the screenplay drafts have any specific actor suggested, but I would love to know if they were thinking about anybody else for this. Yeah.
Yeah, like, what do you look like in a beard? Please say the word species.
Yeah.
And then that's how you get the gig.
Sure.
Well, he reminds me of Gandalf.
Yes.
Gandalf, yeah.
Yeah, especially when he, puts his staff down and says Gonzo can't come into the Ark. But this is a couple years before Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. So
yeah. It's even before the X-Men.
True, yeah.
Ian McKellen, although Ian McKellen could have done it. I mean, he was fresh off an Oscar nomination for Gods and Monsters.
Yeah. So he could have done it.
But anyways, what happened here? Gonzo doesn't know what he is. He says, "I guess there's only one of me." And then Noah very pretentiously says, "Then you are doomed," and slams the door.
Yeah, this is a very mean Noah.
I think that there's like some timing in it, because he actually steps back into the doorway, and for a brief second you're like, okay, he's gonna get in, and then he holds out his finger, points at him like very rudely, and that's when he says, "Then you are doomed," with as much gravitas as possible.
Yes. But Ryan, you said this is a very mean Noah?
Yeah.
This is all Noah said to his neighbors for 120 years. That's the whole story.
Well,
yeah.
That's true, but I guess we don't usually see that in depictions of the story. We don't see Noah telling everybody that they're doomed. It's more like, I'm just working on this thing because God told me to, and you're not invited.
That's true.
It's not this kind of aggressive, "You are doomed."
Wasn't he usually the one bullied? Not the one
bullied?
Everyone,
right, in the story.
Everybody's just like, "Oh, you big crazy Noah head with your big crazy boat. Why would you ever build that thing?
That's way too many cubits.
That's an insane amount of cubits.
You gotta shave off some of those cubits off that boat length."
I have more Noah's Ark general notes I figured we might get to at the end of the episode.
Okay, we'll save them.
Yeah.
But anyways, then Gonzo says, wait. Noah opens the door again and hands him an umbrella, says, "You may need this," which I think is a solid gag.
Yeah.
Yes, that's funny. And I like that you can see a Muppet giraffe sticking his head out behind Noah.
Noah's shoulder. Yeah, I have that down too. It's fun. It's a nice touch.
Do too. It's a very low-key part that has a lot of effect on the whole scene.
Yeah. Just the fact that they're Muppet animals.
Yeah. Well, and also they've got great sound at this point. They'd have a really intense score, that's really sweet, and then builds up into a very dramatic part whenever the door is closed. And then
there's this desolate landscape with the thunder and lightning.
And lightning. And then all of a sudden it's just like everything just pulls back a little bit, and there's just a giraffe enjoying its food, and so that's
As it starts to rain, Gonzo looks freaked out as he opens his umbrella and yells, "No, no, 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 I don't want to be alone, no."
That's exactly what he does.
5 times.
Yeah.
I might think that he was screaming because he doesn't want to drown in a flood that's gonna flood the entire world.
Yeah, that's
But
true. It's raining now.
he's more distraught about being alone.
I think that it's interesting that they made him say, I don't want to be alone, instead of like wanting to know what he is.
Oh yeah.
Noah asks, what is your species?
Yeah.
And he's cool with that. He doesn't care that he doesn't know what species he is. He just doesn't want to be alone. He doesn't want to be the only one. But he's fine with whatever he is.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just think I like that point better than like,
he doesn't yell, Who am
I?
You're right. Yeah, you're right. That's better.
Again in the TV movie of Doctor Who.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Remember?
Yes, the shoes fit perfectly.
The shoes fit perfectly.
I think that makes this movie, a lot more fun, though. He's not actually having that big of an identity crisis.
He just wants more Gonzos.
He just wants more Gonzos, which I agree.
Yeah.
I think that I would want a whole lot more of me if I loved myself as much as Gonzo does.
You would want a planet full of yourself.
Yes, which they totally did on the new Muppet Babies.
With the Gonzos, the
With
Planet of Gonzos.
Planet of
Sure
Gonzos.
they did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like that was obviously inspired by this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely know who was the chicken and who was the egg in that one, but it's fun.
It was Camilla.
It was Camilla. She's both.
Yeah. So then he wakes up. We crossfade to Gonzo waking up in his bed because, oops, much like Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the opening was just a dream.
Oh, yeah. Pee-wee had a good dream, though.
Pee-wee had a very positive dream.
He won the Tour de France.
Yeah. On his bike.
Yeah, he sure did.
Pee-wee, it always strikes me as odd because he doesn't quite seem like the kind of guy who would know about the Tour de France.
No.
Like,
but he loves his bike.
He's really into his bike in that movie.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't know about the Tour de France until I went to Amsterdam and it was on TV.
You weren't a bicycle enthusiast as a kid.
Yeah, that's true.
You weren't. Pee-wee's a bicycle enthusiast.
That's true. Rub it in.
Plus, there's a bunch of dreams in that movie, and the others are all sad.
Yeah.
Well, they're all scary. He's like,
that's true, yeah.
By dinosaurs and deconstructed by clown surgeons.
Yikes, yeah.
Yeah.
We should do that 2 minutes at a time.
Actually, that movie hit.
I would.
We just watched it outside on the porch. That's like one of our favorite things to do as a family is to project movies on the side of our house.
Yeah, you love a good porch movie.
Yeah, we love a good porch movie. And that one hits a little bit too close to home for a while now because my bike got stolen 5 years ago.
Oh, no.
And Anthony got me the replacement for it just this past November for my birthday. So,
It was better now.
It's better now.
I bet it was your rich neighbor who stole it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
That was Francis. We went over to Francis's house while he was having his bath.
Okay. This could easily turn into a Pee-wee's Big Adventure podcast.
Oh, what a great what a picture. All right.
One of the best movies.
It's so good. It's better than this. I'll admit that, but I love this too.
Oh, I love this one.
I do too. I just said that.
This one's great. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's not Tim Burton's masterpiece. It's not even close. It is Tim Hill's masterpiece.
It's Tim Hill's masterpiece. You love Tim Hill.
I do. We went through the whole filmography last week.
Yeah. Oh man.
Ryan, let me do that on the pod.
Lovely podcast listeners. He's not kidding. He talks about Tim Hill at least 3 times a week.
I think everybody believes that.
There was so many times where you were like, why are you watching Hop? Why are you watching The War with Grandpa? And every time you were surprised when the answer was Tim Hill directed it.
If I'm ever just completely confused, it just seems very out of character. It's because Tim Hill directed it.
But now he's done with the filmography, so.
I'm done he's relatively young. He could.
Well, right. So you'll have to watch his next one when it comes out. Yeah.
He's relatively young. He could still discover you, and you guys could become best friends.
He's gonna direct this. He's gonna direct the Snorks movie, maybe.
The Stewart.
Who knows?
What if he directs the Scrumps movie? You gonna watch that? Love Dumb Scrumps?
Yeah.
You gonna watch that, yo diggity?
Dennis Scrump, people, little Tim Hill movie. All right.
Man.
And then, so Gonzo keeps muttering no, and then he sits up and yells it, and Rizzo is laying in a hammock just above Gonzo's head.
The best place to sleep.
That is true. You love a hammock.
Oh my gosh, I love a hammock. I have 3 forms of hammock every summer, and my kids just asked me which was my favorite form of hammock. So I'm with Rizzo on that. Sleeping in a hammock is great.
You would love that, except
Yes.
Gonzo sits up and flings him out the window.
Yeah.
He sends Rizzo flying, and Rizzo flies out the window.
We always love when a Muppet just is hurled bodily through the air.
Yeet. Yeah. I love it's it's never any, drama or CG or anything like that. It's like Chuck, Rizzo.
Yeah, they just threw that puppet
Out.
Just
Yeet.
Just
awesome.
Just yeet him out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's reminiscent of some of their, wacky shenanigans in Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes.
With Gonzo and Rizzo, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. God save my broken little body.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is like my favorite pairing.
Yeah, you love those
It's
two.
my absolute favorite pairing
You
is
love those
Gonzo
guys.
and Rizzo.
Yeah.
Because Gonzo has no self-awareness and all the confidence, and Rizzo is purely sarcastic because he's very vulnerable, and he's like trying to be adult and sarcastic, and it just bounces off Gonzo like gumballs. It's ridiculous. It's so funny.
Dedicated listeners will remember that Roz even loves them in Muppet Classic Theater, her favorite movie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies. It is a movie, and it's great.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So in this one,
Are we gonna watch that next?
yeah, we can watch it right after this.
Yay!
And then Gonzo yells, "I don't want to be alone," yet again. And from outside the window, Rizzo says, "You're not alone." And then Gonzo says, "Who said that?" Presumably because he's not sure if it's Rizzo, Bean, Wembley, the turkey, or Pinocchio.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Also, I think just in case we, the viewer, were already thinking to ourselves, like, wait a minute, Rizzo and Gonzo have been best friends for the past few years. Gonzo's not alone. He has a best buddy. So they're acknowledging it right off the top, but it's still not going to be enough for him ultimately through the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camilla goes unmentioned in this picture.
That's true. Oh, but Gonzo's wearing chicken pajamas, isn't he? I couldn't quite make out what was on his pajamas, but I think it's a bunch of like realistic chickens. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camilla isn't in this.
We see chickens, but there's no like Gonzo and
There's
Camilla
no Camilla
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think it would
Yeah.
it would fundamentally alter.
Is she like at a hen party?
Yeah, she's at a
That's it.
the Muppet Theater is in London.
Yeah, it's true.
And then what else happens in this movie? Rizzo, so then Gonzo says, "Who's that? Who said that?" Rizzo yells, "Gee, I don't know. Maybe it's the rat who's hanging out of the window." Which is very much like that light the lamp, not the rat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And my kids, I watched this 2 minutes with them, and we all 3 of us laughed out loud at that. I don't know why. It's so funny.
Steve's delivery is
Oh,
really
yeah.
so funny. Yeah.
And then Gonzo hops out of bed to check it out. And there's a really nice little puppetry touch here where as he's climbing out of bed, he flings back his covers. Like he
I didn't notice
hop
that.
off the bed. Gonzo like shoves his covers aside as a person would getting out of bed.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that's something that they have to make sure to do. That's
Yeah.
not something Gonzo's puppet hands are going to do naturally.
Yes, that requires an effort on the part of Dave Goelz and possibly an assistant.
Right.
Wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
It just
except
seems
for
so natural.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
But watching the clip 2 minutes, then I've started to look for that stuff.
Man, Muppets are great, guys.
Muppets are great. My dad,
I'm so glad you
And
showed that.
the Muppet performers are good at their jobs.
Yes,
they're
they
very
are.
good at their jobs. You're, thank you. You're glad we're back. Gonzo looks out over the ledge, and Rizzo says, "No, it's Santa, but I forgot my reindeer." And there's that Rizzo sarcasm you love, Rob.
Yeah, that one's not a good joke.
Oh, that's a great joke, Rob.
That's a bad joke. That's like something from a much, like, I don't know. The Muppets should have higher standards than that.
Yeah, but Rizzo wouldn't.
I don't know. Santa doesn't come through windows. He doesn't hang out of somebody's second floor window.
But I think that's the thing. If he forgot his reindeer, how did he even get there?
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're gonna
It does not hold up
don't
to scrutiny.
stop being funny, guys.
I like to explain
Okay,
humor. It makes it funnier.
Okay. Yeah, you do. Yeah, I've seen that. I can attest to that. Here's the thing.
I'm glad you like
Rizzo,
me.
I love you very, very much, and I like you too. Rizzo is like on the edge of plummeting to his death. He just got woken up from a deep sleep by being yeeted out of the window, and he still just manages to be sarcastic.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're not wrong.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
I think that that's great because I think the rest of us would just scream loudly.
That's true.
Yes.
So Gonzo apologizes as he pulls Rizzo back into the room. Rizzo says, "Yeah, right." Although, why wouldn't Gonzo be sorry? Rizzo, that's my question. And Gonzo lifts Rizzo up and pulls him back into the room. So here's my question for you guys. Rizzo starts on one side of the window, and then Gonzo pulls him in, and he walks away on the other side. So Rizzo's moving this whole time. Like, his head is moving. He's making noises.
Yeah.
Was Dave Goelz performing Rizzo when Gonzo pulled him in and then handed him off to Steve? Or is there another puppeteer on the other side of the window?
Oh, is that all one shot?
It's all in one shot. We see him outside of the window. Gonzo pulls him in. Like, it cuts to that angle. But we see him on the other side. Gonzo pulls him in, and then he walks away. So I wonder if there's like some handing
Rizzo
off
doesn't walk away. Gonzo carries him all the way to his bed like a little baby.
Oh, you're right. He does.
He's just like carrying him around.
Yeah, you're right. So
Which I think is really cute.
Yeah. But so I wonder if there is a time when Dave is just like holding Rizzo and then hands him off to somebody else.
Some kind of handoff.
Yeah.
Steve or somebody, probably Steve. I don't know why.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, listeners. If you can analyze that shot more closely, let us know.
Yeah. We know some puppeteers are listening to this, so yeah.
Really?
And again,
so
I did not notice that, so good catch.
Thank you. And then, so then finally, Gonzo says, "I had that weird dream again," and Rizzo says something that has the cadence of a joke, which is, "Oh yeah, you mean the one with the goat and the dwarf and the jar of peanut butter?"
Yeah, we've talked about this before, how I think especially in the 90s, they would kind of associate these kinds of quote-unquote jokes with Gonzo, where it's just like a few...
Starfish in his pants, right? In the last one.
Exactly. Like, isn't it so wacky that this is what Gonzo has in his pants, or what he's going to do a stunt with, or what he's going to dream about. But yeah, it's really... It could have been any three items.
I think that this joke would have been funnier if they had done it 3 times. Like, it's a Pinky in the Brain joke. Like, do you know what I'm thinking? And he always comes up with...
I think so, Brain.
I think so.
But why does the goat need a jar of peanut butter?
Yeah, but right. Where are we going to find a dwarf at this hour of night?
Yeah.
You know, like, it's random. And that's always funny to kids. The more random you are, especially, I don't think for especially this generation. I think every kid loves to be completely caught off guard. And so that's all it is. I think that this was probably very funny the first time that we heard it because it was random then.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the kids thought that it was funny.
Our kids, when you watched it with them for this?
Yeah, and I thought that it was funny too, just because it is a weird thing. I do wish that he would prefer... I wish that... Well, I mean, maybe he's actually thinking of a Snow White dwarf. So in that case, that term is absolutely fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I took it.
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't say it today, though.
They wouldn't say dwarf now, yeah.
No.
Yeah, and I've probably mentioned the Alf Saturday morning cartoon before in the context of these random Gonzo jokes, but it also reminds me of that kind of thing where the cartoon that took place on Alf's home planet would have jokes like that, where it's like, yeah, what's on the menu for lunch today? Oh, we have goats, dwarfs, and jars of peanut butter. I don't know, something like that, where it's like, isn't life so strange and silly on planet Melmac?
Yeah, and they are gonna. We should note that they are gonna mention goats again in this movie.
They are.
And they actually, the goat from Gonzo's Dream, they should have made it the Muppet of the Week for Muppet 70 years because people love it when the goats are the Muppet of the Week, we've discovered.
Oh man, yeah. As we record this, I guess this will date it, but as we record this, the screaming goat is the Muppet of the Week. And I just think it's so funny how outraged some people were on Facebook.
People were very baffled that someone else was going to, they're like, does this mean that, whoever Pops, I guess already got it, but whoever's, whatever, insert obscure character here won't get the honor of being
right. Yeah,
being the Muppet of the Week.
So people were mad at the screaming goat from Muppets Haunted Mansion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, why would they be mad?
They just don't think that the screaming goat is worthy of
so much else to do. Yes, there is.
So many things to be mad at now in this world. The screaming goat is just like cathartic.
It should be, yeah, lower on their priorities.
Everybody gets their own opinion. If you want to be mad about the screaming goat, that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
That's what you're mad about in the world. I hope everything else is going great.
Yeah, yeah. And then Gonzo quickly refutes that that's the dream. He says, no, it was the one where, forget it, you wouldn't understand. But Rizzo says, I would understand. Come on, we're roommates. Hey, hey, hey. The end.
Hey.
Is he singing Word Crimes by Weird Al?
Yeah.
Or maybe he's about to say... Maybe he's about to say it's Fat Albert.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's Fat Albert.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, it did. That's true. But
man.
We'll find out next week, I guess.
Yes.
Rizzo actually understands his roommate.
We'll have to find out next week whether or not Rizzo understands his roommate.
Which I disagree. I do not think that he understands his roommate, because if he did, this partnership would be boring.
Interesting.
They both have to misunderstand each other in a certain way, but still be friends.
Well, yeah, I guess none of the Muppets can really understand each other 100%, or it's not funny. Yeah, you're right. That's an interesting point.
Right.
Yeah.
Before we go, actually, any other thoughts about these 2 minutes before we go? Roz, I'll start with you.
Just starting a movie. I know that it starts out with the Noah scene, but starting out with Gonzo and Rizzo, I was hooked. I was just like, yes, this is what I'm here for. And also, if I can share about this movie, like, I saw this one in...
Well, that's actually what we're going to...
Stop talking,
That's actually what we're going to talk about next. No.
Oh, okay.
Next thing I ask you is what's your history with the movie, but...
Oh, okay. I'll wait. I'll wait till then. I'll wait patiently.
Okay. Before we get to that, Ryan, any other thoughts?
Yeah, I just had a few general thoughts about Noah's Ark, because I assume all of us, did the whole like learning about Noah's Ark in Sunday school, vacation Bible school.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you learn the Lord told Noah to build him an Arky Song?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Arky, the Lord tell Noah to build him. Arky,
Build it out of hickory, barky.
Of the Lord.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I can smell the campfire smoke.
There you go. Yeah, so that was...
It's all coming back.
Yeah, that was a childhood favorite. And it occurred to me, this is a good way, assuming, they were thinking that kids would be coming to see this movie. We've kind of alluded to this, but this is a smart way to establish Gonzo's problem in the movie from the very first scene, because everybody knows the story of Noah's Ark. There have to be two of every animal, and Gonzo's the only one. So right away, you understand this is the conflict of the movie. This is his problem. Yeah, and then I just thought, I wanted to mention Jerry Nelson wrote a song about Noah's Ark that's on his 2010 album Truro Daydreams. If anyone has not heard that, you should go find it and listen to that song. Actually, that song has other Muppet performers doing the noises of the animals on it, so it's a lot of fun. Have you heard that album?
Great. I have never heard that.
You've never heard it?
No.
It's very country-ish.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like very,
for me.
It's like very folksy.
Yeah.
That's why I never...
I was once listening to it at work, and my boss asked me if it was Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
I can do some folksy.
Okay.
there are Muppets involved. Like John Denver,
I mean,
I'm cool with.
I mean, every song he sounds like Jerry Nelson.
And every song he wrote himself.
That's what I'm
So
saying. Like, he sounds like.
I'm definitely willing to try it.
Country, Floyd, somewhere between Floyd and Gobo.
Yeah. Country is not my fave. I grew up around too much of it, but
okay.
But it's I'm willing to. I'll try a song.
Listen to the Noah's Ark song, and then maybe go back and listen to the first track, which I think is called Alligators. That's a fun one. And then if you aren't sold, then you can stop listening. No, they're really not, but they're I mean, there's a playfulness to some of them.
Yeah.
So, and then also, just out of curiosity, I looked at Wikipedia's category called Noah's Ark in Film. There are 27 pages listed there, and this movie is one of them.
Sure.
It also includes it also includes the 1928 Michael Curtiz epic Noah's Ark, which apparently takes place in 2 different time periods, which is very intriguing.
And I think some extras died during the flood filming.
Wow,
what?
I did not see that, but
let me double check.
That's insane. That's
scary. It was a different time.
Yeah. Well, apparently the movie takes place like in the early 20th century, and then also tells the story of Noah's Ark, which is an interesting idea. And also, of course, it lists the 2014 Noah movie starring Russell Crowe, the 1976 documentary In Search of Noah's Ark.
Oh, sure, yep.
And then, but it's missing one, I noticed. It does not include the 1959 Disney animated short Noah's Ark, which is extremely charming. It's stop motion animated, directed by Bill Justice, and all of the characters are made out of household objects and office supplies and utensils and pipe cleaners and odds and ends. I love it.
Yeah, it's on the old Walt Disney Treasures volume, Disney Rarities. I remember that. That's where I saw it.
Okay, well, it's not on Disney Plus for some reason, but you can find it on YouTube. So I recommend that one if that sounds interesting at all to you.
Yeah.
Well, on that movie that you mentioned,
the 1928.
The 1928.
Oh yeah.
It says on Wikipedia that they used over 600,000 gallons of water, and it drowned 3 extras, injured another one that his leg needed to be amputated, and many others suffered like other injuries like broken limbs and stuff like that. And it actually led to certain stunt safety regulations the next year.
I hope so.
Which, man, isn't that always the way? Like something terrible has to happen first before they realize, we might need to, prevent people from dying in 600,000 gallons of water. Man, that's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's what it's famous for. I mean, like that's it. That's most of the production section on the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, it is. That's crazy.
Well, I was thinking I should watch that, but no, that might maybe not.
Like you gotta take a moment and think.
But finally, I wanted to mention that my wife Stacy, who has been on this podcast several times before and wrote our first few theme songs, also wrote a song about Noah's Ark when she was in high school. So if I can get her to record herself singing it, I will put it on the end of this episode.
Awesome!
Oh, that's so cool.
Love that. You didn't mention the John Huston movie, The Bible: in the beginning.
I saw that too. That sounded like a very ambitious project.
It's very ambitious. It's mostly very dull.
Okay.
It was a favorite of my grandmother's, my grandma Doris. And she always wanted us to watch it. But the best thing in it is John Huston himself as Noah, like gathering up the animals.
Ah, okay.
And when we were kids, that was the only part we enjoyed.
Yeah.
Aww. This isn't a movie, but I also Madeline Alingle's series from help me out here, Anthony.
A Wrinkle in Time?
Time series. One of those books is about Noah's Ark.
It's called Many Waters.
Many Waters, and I actually really like that one. Some of those extras get a little bit like we should let her do whatever she wants. But Many Waters was really good, and it's about two of the characters going back to the time of Noah.
Yeah, the twins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Twin younger brothers.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what you do not like: a swiftly tilted.
No, I do not. I do not like that one. That one is intense to read out loud. It is too difficult and repetitive and redundant and repetitive and redundant.
It is. Anyways, all right. So then, or anything else, Ryan?
No, that's it.
All right. So then, Roz, we have two brand new questions, one of which is the same old question,
Woohoo!
which you were about to answer earlier.
Okay, I've forgotten what it was.
Which is, what is your history with this movie?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so when did this come out?
1999. Somewhere between
July.
Yes. So 7th through like 11th grades, we lived at the movie theater. And it was only $5 per movie. And it was only like $3.75 on like Thursdays or something. There was some kind of deal on Thursdays. So we saw this a lot. And my friend Lauren and I, we went and saw this. She ended up getting a job at the same movie theater. And she got the poster for Basement. Oh. And I thought that was awesome that she got a movie poster because all of us had to like go to Sam Goody and pay for them, and she got it for free later on. And it was Muppets from Space. Yeah, so she had that in her basement, and that.
So you saw it multiple times in the theater?
Yeah, wow. Because it was so cheap, and like we could all arrange for like a single one of our parents to gather us all up, drop us all off at the movie theater. And then $10 would kill your evening and afternoon. And there was food there. And, you know, we would all like eat, you know, a handful of popcorn because we didn't have that much money. But it was, you know, so we saw that multiple times just because it was the Muppets, and that hadn't happened where we could go see it in the movie theater that much. Yeah. So
yeah,
it was one that I actually saw a ton.
You were the only one, I think. Like,
no.
It was not financially successful.
No, well, no, it only cost $5. It was so cheap.
That's true.
What is it? It costs like $20 to go to the movies nowadays, or something like that.
I think.
$17 to go see a Muppet movie.
We went to see Superman, and it was like 17 or 18.
We had to go on our anniversary to afford that.
Check your local theaters for matinees and discount nights.
Yes.
Yeah, and see if your local theater is showing Muppets from Space.
Yes.
Which one of ours did last year. We missed it because we were out of town.
That was a bummer.
The Parkway. Or Riverview.
Oh, that's a nice place. I like that place.
Showed Muppets from Space, Great Muppet Keeper, and I think Dark Crystal. Oh, we were out of town during 4th of July.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, second question. What's your favorite science fiction movie?
Oh, see, that's actually harder for me because I don't actually remember everything that I've seen.
Yeah. And you like shows more. I would say your favorite, your favorite science fiction stuff is like Firefly and Doctor Who.
Yeah, definitely Doctor Who now is probably the uppermost ranked of that.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good answer.
Yeah, Doctor Who for sure, but I love it. Also, so like sci-fi movies, you know, I really liked Galactica. That was a good sci-fi. I love any time traveling movies. What movie? Did I say it wrong?
I don't know.
Galactica? No.
Is it the Ethan Hawke movie?
Yeah, the Ethan
Gattaca.
Gattaca. See, I don't remember what stuff is called or where I saw it. Or always what it's about, but I remember feelings like I had a good feeling whenever this.
All the letters are part of the genetic code.
Yes.
ETCA.
Yeah. So I enjoy a lot of science fiction, but I always like an additional element. Like if it's just straight space, I'm usually lost. But
if it takes place in its own sort of universe that doesn't have Earth in it.
Yeah, if I can get a little bored with that. I much prefer whenever it's like a smash up. Okay. Like science and history, science and Old West, science and time travel. I much prefer that. And if it's not that, then I'd rather watch a documentary about space. So I guess I can be a little bit picky, but yeah, Doctor Who, my final answer.
All right. You love that.
I do love Doctor Who. They're great, all of them.
The whole
except for the 6th.
I don't
like
Colin
that guy.
Baker slapped in the face.
I do not like that one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that is it for today. Listeners, you can check out toughpigs.com. We're on Facebook. We're on Blue Sky. We're on Instagram. We're all over the place. We're everywhere. You can become a patron of ours on Patreon. You can still listen to our other podcast feeds, Muppet Fan Podcast with toughpigs.com and 70 Years, 70 Muppets. We're still cranking those out. That's been a lot of fun. Follow Ryan on Blue Sky at me, Ryan Rowe. You can follow me on Blue Sky at Durwood Clapper. You can follow.
You're such a nerd. I love it.
Thanks. You can follow Ryan on Letterboxd at Movies Are Neat and me on Letterboxd at Zeppo Marxist. Roz, where, if anywhere, can our listeners find you or your work on the line?
Oh dear, please don't. You guys are all nice.
Good answer.
What's your answer?
Me and the internet, we have a distant relationship, and I like to keep it that way. But meeting people in real life is fun as long as it is pre-planned and all above board. But yeah, that's cool. Get a message to Anthony. He'll tell me, and I'll smile and giggle about it.
And I am about to say the names of 2 people that you know in real life.
I love these people.
Because thank you to Morgan Davy for our logo, and thank you to Jordan Brandon for writing our theme music.
Both awesome people.
I agree.
Yes.
And listeners, if you're so inclined, you can give us that positive review you've been meaning to for some time. You can tell all your friends at your next VBS class when you're doing the Noah's Ark play. You can tell them to listen to Moving Right Along. We'll be back next week with another one. See ya.
Bye.
It rained and rained for 40 days.
Daisies rain.
And there were alligators, and there were birdies. And there were frogs, ribbit, and there were dogs, woof, 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 and there were moose, and there were goose. On Noah's Ark, they all came marching 2 by 2, 2 by 2. On Noah's Ark, they all came marching 2 by 2.